Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. As always, if you're here, please kindly put a like. And before we begin, here's a link to my Patreon that you can join. I'll be talking about it too as we talk about what's going on in the market. So if you like joining, here you go. Here's the link. It'll also be left in the comments down below and in the description of this video. Anyway, let's. I was supposed to go live like an hour ago, but unfortunately, this is what happens. When you're a parent, sometimes you're not as flexible with time as you used to be. But here we are. So, we spoke about what's currently happening uh, in the market. We spoke about how basically the problem is with the fact that people want to be able to foretell every single micro phase of the macro phase. And I keep reiterating how you will seem silly and how you will basically come across as a clown eventually because nobody can consistently predict every single small piece of the puzzle that puts together the whole market cycle, which is why you should look at the market cycle in macro phases. We've spoken about those macro phases, and only one remains: the macro phase of, massive crashes happened. The macro phase of accumulation happened. Macro phase of euphoria happened, and now the only phase that remains is peak euphoria, where basically coins will pump. Some coins, not all of them. Some coins will pump further. Some coins will join the pumps, and a lot of coins will do nothing, but enough coins will do enough for us to reap the rewards and make profits. And that's the last phase of the cycle. That phase of the cycle then takes us to the end, and then everything starts all over again. Massive crash, accumulation phase, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. You get the point. Anyway, so just like 5 days ago, something like that, roughly a week ago, a few days ago, basically, you had the market update on Patreon when we're selling another 10% of our XRP bag at $2.70 roughly. Then we sold another a little more of our Doge bag at 26. It has now tanked to 19 cents. XRP has tanked to $2.10. We also sold some more ADA at 80 cents, and now it has tanked to like 64 cents. That's exactly why I keep reiterating to take profits, partial profits, and sell portions of your bag. Take profits with certain percentages of your bag with any coin that is going up. Of course, that's impossible to do with coins that are not going up, but there are a lot of coins that have gone up. Personally, I have taken profits with every single coin that has been going up. If you remember, you know that. We recently also sold some TEL. It's also crashing with the rest of the market. Everything is crashing because everything in this market crashes together and pumps together. I mean, the coins that do run, they run with the rest of the market. Just like XRP back in the day when, we have Moon Boy saying he's going to the moon every single day. I kept saying that, all that news about the regulatory clarity and all that, that's good, but it's only going to pump with the rest of the market. And that's exactly what happened. And now that the rest of the market is tanking, XRP is tanking. There's nothing special about XRP. It's just one of the old coins out there that participates in a speculative market cycle. It's one of my biggest bags, along with other coins, and it's a coin. Basically, you have to treat it as all other coins. Buy low and lower, sell high and higher. Rinse and repeat. Buy low, sell high. Basically, that's the whole point. What can I say? I will be doing a market update on my Patreon either today or tomorrow. Probably it will be published tomorrow. Make sure that you read that. If, once again, you are not a member, I highly suggest that you do become a member. And here you go, once again, join and read the market update. And also, if you're going to join right now, read the last market update. Once again, I don't say the things that I say for no reason. I'm not here for the basically fun Lambos. We're here to make profits, right? This is exactly, once again, why I reiterate to take profits. And that's exactly why every single time I sell something, that live, just like I said earlier, a few days ago, we sold now 10% of XRP at $2.70, somewhere Doge at 26 cents, and somewhere AD at 80 cents. And we sold TEL before that when it was pumping. And before that, we sold all of our Bitcoin. And before that, we sold all of our Ethereum. The point I'm trying to make is, guys, you'll definitely do better by being with me than being with these idiots who keep telling you Moon Lambo up only every single day. I use these clickbait titles, like the title of this live, as making fun of these people of sorts. Basically, they've been here every single cycle, always being permanently bullish when the market is bullish, and then once everything crashes, they're permanently bearish. So it's just ridiculous. The perma bears are always bearish, and they'll always be bearish throughout the market, and perma bulls will always be bullish throughout the whole market. But you can't do that. You have to be bearish when the market is bullish, and you have to be bullish when the market is bearish, meaning basically buy low, sell high. Once again, the sentiment is terrible. Can the market correct further and scare everybody further? Yes, it can. Once again, that's exactly why we will stick to our rules of not rotating our profits or not buying the dip, because as I keep reiterating, you can buy the dip 1, 2, or 3 times and get lucky or do well, and then that 4th time, the dip buying technique doesn't work, because the dip becomes that 90% crash that takes us to the accumulation phase. So, you bought the dip and now you're down 90%. And if you rotated profits, into that coin, thinking that was going to pump, but the dip became a 90% crash. Once again, all your profits are down 90%. And don't forget that once you take profits, you have to pay taxes. So if you have nothing to pay taxes with, the tax man is not going to be very happy with that. Anyway, so just make sure that you read every single update. Make sure that you're locking in and taking profits. I've learned today that some students are not following what I'm saying, so they're going to deal with the consequences by themselves. All I can do is basically provide the updates and share what I'm doing and why I'm doing that, and then the rest is up to you whether or not you click the buttons, right? So I learned that some students, they just read and do nothing. I also came across a student today who read the update twice apparently, but did not see the part where we're taking profits. That also happens. So just make sure that you're reading carefully, and that you're paying yourself, and that you're keeping the capital sidelined. Do not rotate those profits. You'll be tempted to do so. So don't be tempted. Don't FOMO back in. As I keep saying, we're in a take profit phase of the cycle, which is referred to many people as euphoria and peak euphoria phases. I use those words so that you understand what I'm talking about. To me, it's simply the take profit phase, meaning basically now is not the buy time. Now is to sell coins that are going up. Historically, everything that was supposed to happen has happened except the last part where Ethereum breaks into new all-time highs, and where Bitcoin dominance drops and some alts take off further, or some alts join the pumps and do okay. That's the last part that remains in the cycle. And that's the last part that I'm waiting for to fully exit the market with everything, despite having taken good profits already. So, I just wanted to make sure that my members and I, my students and I, are ready for a black swan event, or ready for both scenarios. Now we've gotten to the point where we're ready for both up or down. But of course, we want the market to go up because we want to make a lot more profits and ladder out and sell everything before the market cycle ends. I think we'll be able to do that. How we get to that phase, I keep reiterating, nobody can guess. Everybody will just be guessing. Somebody will get lucky and somebody will not get lucky. Some people, once again, prove themselves to be clowns by trying to guess the micro phase, which is once again why I say don't try to guess the micro phase. Just look at the macro phase. The macro phase is that we're supposed to go up before everything ends. How we get there can be different. It can be something as massive as a COVID crash, or that crash basically that we had back with Bitcoin in the last cycle, where everybody thought it topped and then it made a new all-time high. It can be different, or it can go up steadily and maybe this correction is good enough, or maybe it will dip a little bit lower. This is the point. Everybody's guessing. Nobody knows. If you've been following technical analysis and influencers, you know that every single influencer has gotten something majorly and terribly wrong eventually, in a terrible, terrible way. There are no exceptions out there, not a single person, me included, which is why exactly I have the rules that I have. And which is why I stick to these rules. Once again, do not try to guess exactly what's going to happen. You're going to hurt yourself. So just stick to taking profits and exiting with coins that are going up. That's it. That's all you need to do right now, right? Some coins have already done 5, 10, 15, and 20x. Most coins have not, which is, once again, of course, how can you take profits? They haven't. But if they do that, if coins start doing 5, 20 to 20x, and I'm not talking about from your entry, I'm talking about from the bottom of this market cycle, like XRP, for example, pumped over 11x from 28 cents, which was the bottom of this market cycle, you're supposed to pay yourself, right? Those are the rules. You're supposed to pay yourself. You're supposed to keep that capital and those profits sidelined, and you're not supposed to buy dips or inject that capital into other coins, right? These rules are there to make sure that you don't round trip the whole cycle. These rules are there to make sure that you don't leave a loser, basically. These rules are there to protect us from the black swan events. These rules are there because they work, right? So once again, when we start getting excited and everything is wonderful and we're getting great news, we take profits. We take profits with any coin that is going up. So yeah, like I said, I'm already out of Bitcoin. I've been out of Bitcoin for a while, fully. I'm fully out of Ethereum. I'm out with XRP 40%, writing 60% of my bag. I'm out partially with XLM. I'm out partially with Link, with Doge, with Tel. I'm out fully with some coins like CIDIS and RNGR. And many other coins, right? So depending on what coins have done, some coins have done already like a 10x or 30x, like Floki or and whatnot. I've taken heavy profits there too, and some have done nothing. So my point is, you should have diversified in the accumulation phase, which was years ago, and if you've done that, some of your coins are up, and you should be taking profits with those coins. Some coins are not up and you cannot take profits. So you can just wait to see which coins will be runners, which coins will join the pumps before the market cycle ends. And that's that. Yeah. So yeah, I think I've covered everything I have to say here. Like I said, there will be an update on Patreon that you can read. Let's see what people are saying. Stephen Ma is saying, hello, Rob. Thanks again for doing another live during these difficult times. Cheers, Stephen. Appreciate that. My friend Adrian Muslimi is here. He's saying, hello, Rob. Good to see you live again. Thank you. Good to see you here too, and Andrew is saying, hi, Rob. You're loud and clear. Awesome, my friends. Thank you. International Crypto Asset Ninja. Hi, brother. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Yeah, absolutely. Everything is well. Thank you, my friend. XRP NUFC says, hi, Rob. Still my favorite crypto teacher. Thank you. Saved my ass end of last bull run by taking your advice to take profit. And luckily for me, QNT XTC pumped late. This dump is pissing me off, though. Yeah, XRP. Thank you for XRP NUFC. Thank you very much for the kind word. Yeah. I mean, all these corrections and whatnot, they're always annoying. Especially like I keep saying, every single market is roughly the same, but a little bit different. And what I mean by the part that a little bit different is that micro phases are usually always the same, but the macro phases are usually always the same. So, we can have different percentage dips. We can have different percentage crashes. We can have V reversals. We can have steady climbs. It can be very different. The point is that in the macro phase of profit taking, some coins go up, we take profits. Yeah, so that's the same. Shane G saying Maxis eat poop today. Yeah. Well, there's nothing to be happy about. I just hope when I'm, reiterating all this stuff to take profits systematically, nonstop, several times a day, explaining why, giving out facts, then retweeting and reminding people that you should have taken profits when things like, like days like today take place. I hope people are paying attention, because I don't feel good about people getting hurt. I would rather that, they made money and, yeah, I don't want people losing, basically. Hado X Pro saying, hello, Rob. I was expecting the live stream. Cheers, brother. Thank you for joining. UK Private Pilot is here. Good to see you. Saying, hi, Rob. Good to finally catch you live. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a while. Thank you, brother, for joining. Rainy, hello. How are you doing? International Crypto Asset Ninja says, everyone give a like to this live. More people need to see what we do, take profits. Yes, thank you very much. Absolutely, my friends. Please kind of put a like. More people need to hear the message of taking profits and not rotating the profits and keeping them sidelined until everything crashes once again very hard, and until everything and the pumps end, the coming pumps end, and we're in the accumulation phase once again in the next cycle in the bear market, which is, once again, I use the word bear market for people to understand, but for me, it's simply the accumulation phase. There's no bear market, there's no bull market, there's the accumulation phase. Right now is the take profit phase. That's it. Stephen Meyer saying, if peak euphoria has arrived and left, what we really are in the 70? What if, Stephen Ma, please, my friend, say that once again. I think you were writing in a hurry or something. It makes no sense. Master Chief is saying, Sir Rob, God bless. Thank you, brother. Likewise. Mr. Jace is saying, do you think the BTC top is in and there is one more push for alts? Mr. Jace, no, I don't think. Probably the BTC top is not in, probably, but to me it's irrelevant because I sold all my BTC as a part of my conservative taking profit strategy. At first, I thought that I'm going to be a lot more liberal with it, gonna let it run more, but then I decided that I need to diversify with the way I take profits. Have a portion of my portfolio that is conservative profit taking, then some that's more like liberal and free, and then one that's moon boyish. So I've completed the conservative one, and so I decided to sell all my Bitcoin. So to me, it makes no difference. Of course, we want to see Bitcoin pump higher. I think it should do that. Main thing is that we want to see Ethereum pump higher, and we want to see Bitcoin dominance drop. Yeah, and because historically, once again, I like data, I like facts, not theories, and you get a lot of theories from basically most content creators and YouTubers. I like facts. The fact is, when Bitcoin dominance drops and Ethereum pumps and starts making new highs and goes into price discovery mode, somewhere in there, not right away, somewhere in there in that phase, some altcoins join and start pumping and doing well, and some continue to pump even harder. So that's a very important phase. If you are basically in crypto and you have any coin, really, especially if it's an altcoin, you really want to see Ethereum do well, and you really want to see BNB do well, because BNB is the exchange coin of the biggest exchange in the world by trading volume, which is also important. One of the best indicators also to see if the market has topped or not is seeing, for example, goodness gracious, Coinbase as one of the main apps in App Store. This is also something that hasn't happened yet. It's not as popular as it was in all the previous market cycles. Luke Bradshaw, hi there. How are you? Good to see you. Go Sam. Good to see you, brother. Mr. Jason, what do you see as a top for Ethereum? I think that Ethereum, I don't know about the top, but I think it would make a lot of sense for Ethereum to see something like $8,000 to $12,000. Speaking TA wise, $8,000 to $12,000 makes sense. But once again, full disclosure, Mr. Jace, I have fully sold all my Ethereum. So it doesn't matter what the target is. I don't care about what the target for Ethereum is. I've sold all my Ethereum, and that money is a sideline, basically. It will not be touched until the pumps are over, until this market cycle is over, and we are in a new market cycle in the accumulation phase. Jakub Binkowski is saying, hi, brother. Hi there, Jakub. He's saying, when you re-enter after the crash, are the coins in some kind of yield-making pool? And if so, what are you using? Thanks for what wisdom. Been a fan since Soviet tire block bench. That's a good joke. Thank you, my friend. No, I don't use any yield. I don't use any interest. I don't stake my coins. I don't use nests. I don't do any of that, because a lot of these things are prone to be scams. A lot of these things have hurt crypto, have hurt investors. So that's something I stay away from. No yields, no staking, nothing like that. Partially stable coins, mainly fiat, in several different bank accounts. Or some exchanges that allow fiat. There are some exchanges that allow keeping your money in fiat. XRP CZB saying, Rob, thanks for the knowledge. Cheers, brother. Thank you for that. Spot 27 says, hi, Rob. I know you don't talk about it, but any thoughts on Ondo, buddy? I haven't looked at Ondo in a long time. I would have to look at it to give you some kind of a opinion. Unfortunately, I can't do that right now, since I haven't looked at the chart for a long time, and it would take me a while to look at it. Dan Coe is saying, hi, Rob. I've enjoyed reading your tweets on X. Great humor while sending the message to take profits. Thanks. Thank you, Dan, and appreciate the kind word. Oh, Josepha Ali, it's good to see you here. You used to join often. Josepha is saying, good morning, Rob. Thoughts on the VRE? Are you still holding? Good time to buy? I'm still holding my small bag. It's not a good time to buy anything. So if any of you, my friends, are wondering or planning to ask me is a good time to buy something, it's not a good time to buy anything, simply because the reason is simple. There's an accumulation phase, which we're out of, and there's the take profit phase. At a certain point, you have to stop buying, and at a certain point, you have to start taking profits, right? It's like you can't keep selling forever, because eventually you run out of your bag. Same approach should be used towards buying. You can't keep buying forever, and you can't dollar cost average randomly, right? Buying coins all the time just because they keep dropping is not a good strategy, right? Because some of these coins are not going to be winners, they're going to be losers. And only once the cycle ends will we know which coins are runners and which coins deliver and which coins do not. So we cannot keep injecting money into coins nonstop, because we do not have infinite capital. And some of these coins are basically duds and will go to zero and never recover. I do hold some VRA, and I will hold it to see what it does for the coming months, or whenever I think the cycle is over. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say on that. Okay, go Sam. Deep down, how much times do we have for the cycle? How much time do we have for the cycle? This is a when moon question, kind of. And when is the top coming in, which is not something I'm going to do, go Sam. We should have more time. It's not even about the time. It's about the phases, right? So historically, we're supposed to see a drop in Bitcoin dominance. We're supposed to see new highs for Ethereum, and we're supposed to see more more pumps for some holds, right? So that's what I'm waiting for. As for the time frame, that's only a secondary metric that I use because it's not effective. Using time frames has never been something that can be used, in a way that's consistent by anyone. So yeah, don't concentrate on trying to sell the top. Just concentrate on selling, right? So if you have coins that are up, especially coins that are up 5 to 10x, and you diversified from the bottom, start taking profits. You know what I mean? If you haven't taken any profit on a bag like that, start taking profits. Uh, Chloe Belisma, would you exit at these lows if you still have some profit? Depends, Chloe, on your entry and your how much up your how up you are. So basically, let's say if you bought, I don't know, let's take Doge. Let's say you bought Doge at 5 or 10 cents. Yeah, I would take some profit right now. I would sell like 30% of my bag if you're taking zero profit. Let's say you bought XRP at 50 cents or you bought XRP at $1. Yeah, I would sell again 20-30% of my bag. So yeah, if the coin is still up significantly from the bottom of this market cycle, I would take profits with anything, regardless of what it is, because once again, I don't listen to narratives. I don't listen to the reasons why coins will go up. Some coins in the future will go up before the market cycle ends, simply because it's what people like to refer to as the bull market. Coins go up, right? The reasons never matter because it turns out that all these reasons are irrelevant because everything nukes very hard and crashes very hard at the end. So yeah, that's D-Boy saying, good to see you, Rob. D-Boy, good to see you too. Unfortunately, we can only accept what the market has to offer. Take profit and wait for the better risk reward. Absolutely, absolutely. So speaking of risk reward, D-Boy, thank you for that reminder. Everything in the market is about risk reward, right? The more coin goes up, the worse reward is and the bigger the risk is. So, you should be aware of that. The more coin goes down, the better your risk is and reward. So basically, do yourself a favor once again. Only buy after massive crashes, right? And don't buy the dip, and don't FOMO back in with your profits. Just wait. Just keep all the profits you've taken sideline. If you haven't taken any profits, take some profits. And as we keep going up and some coins pump, keep taking profits systematically. Sell, I don't know, 10% here, 15% there, 20% here, 5% there, with any coin that's going up without trying to chase the top. And if you're fully out by the time the coin keeps pumping, and even after that, it does another 3x from where you sold, ignore the pumps, don't FOMO back in, wait for it to crash, rotate profits in the next cycle. It's as simple as that. And the problem is that a lot of people experience FOMO, people want perfection, which doesn't exist, and they get ruined by that. People keep expecting higher targets, and then they buy close to the top or just after the top came in, and they're not aware of that. So just do yourself a favor and don't make these mistakes. You're not going to make all the money in the world, right? You're not going to sell the top just like you didn't buy the bottom. We bought a few coins close to the bottom, or like got lucky buying the bottom, but we didn't buy all of our coins at the bottom, and we're not going to sell all of our coins at the top, right? It's just something you have to embrace. Simply buy low, sell high. Circle, do you hold the CSPR or have any opinion on it? My opinion on CSPR is one of those coins that can potentially do well. It's something that people should have diversified into, in my opinion, in the accumulation phase. Not right now because we're out of the accumulation phase. We're in the take profit phase. Gabriella Souza is saying, hi, Rob. Hi there, Gabriella. She goes on to say, when you say we are in the take profit phase, is it too late right now to take profit since most coins have already crashed a bit? Like, will they crash more before they pump again? Once again, Gabrielle, that is something that we just spoke about at the beginning of this live. You're trying to predict the micro phase of a macro phase, right? So the smaller portion of the puzzle that makes up the whole puzzle. And the answer is, I can give you my guesses, but they're guesses, just like they are with anyone else. And this is the thing: you're going to start looking for answers with other people. Sometimes they'll guess it, sometimes they won't guess it. The honest answer, Gabriella, is that nobody knows, which is once again why you should be taking profits. But just like I answered earlier, one of the people that just asked me like a few minutes ago, if your coin is still up, like let's say, for example, you bought, I don't know, Bitcoin at something like $30,000 or $20,000, and your coin is still up and you haven't taken any profit, take some profit. If you bought Ethereum, for example, with me at the bottom at $900, it's still 2,000 something dollars. You haven't taken any profit, take some profit. You know what I mean? Sell 30% of the bag and keep that money sidelined. So yeah. Huzaifa Ali is saying, do you think we will see Bitcoin below 10K after the cycle in the bear market? That depends where the top is. And we'll only know when the top is in once the cycle ends. And, we've already crashed significantly because, I work with percentages. For me, I'll be interested in rendering Bitcoin when it will be down roughly 70%, 80%, and 90%. And once we know what the top is, we'll measure it from there. So I don't know if it's going to go below 10K. I just know that it's definitely going to crash roughly 70 and 80% and probably 90% too. Maybe not, but once again, I'm not here to try to catch the bottom and sell the top. If I only get an entry after a 70 crash, just one entry good enough for me. And if I get a second one at an 80% crash, even better. And if I never get the 90% crash, I'll be fine with it. If I do, wonderful, right? That's the way I look at it. Lori 311 is saying, hey Rob, what's your 2025 XRP all-time high price prediction? I'm calling for $100 end of the year. Lori 311, I hope it goes there for you. I can say with 90% certainty, probably even more, that XRP is not going to go to $100 in 2025. Perhaps in a few market cycles in the future, if it's one of those coins that's going to survive. I think it is one of those coins that are going to survive and do well in the future in the coming years. In this market cycle and in 2025, I can pretty much say with 100% confidence that it's not going to go to $100. All right, my friends, please kind of put a like. It's been 27 minutes. I'll be doing a market update. Most probably it will be published tomorrow. I just want to make sure that I've checked and double checked everything and it's thorough. So here you go. Join my Patreon. You'll be able to read it. Please kindly make sure that you read it. And if you're one of the members and you read something, please execute it. You know what I mean? Just like you were supposed to execute the buys in the accumulation phase, make sure you're executing the sells also. I wish you all the very best. Stay safe. Don't do anything irrational. Crude Tout, you're saying putting crazy price predictions on the title working for you? Yes, it's working for me. Otherwise, I would not be doing it. Does it trigger you, Crude Tout? Are you angry about that? You can press that button and leave and go somewhere else if you're triggered about it. But yeah, it's helping me. So that's exactly why I'll keep doing it, because clickbait works and it helps people hear what they need to hear. All right, my friends, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.